Let's end the debate. TikTok or Instagram? Which one are we choosing for our business, guys? We have to get into this because I want to talk in this video about which one I would choose and which one that maybe you should choose based on the pros and cons of both of them. So let's go ahead and start, okay? So first I'm gonna start off with what I like about TikTok and then what I don't like and what I like about Instagram and what I don't like, okay? TikTok is my go-to at this point. I love TikTok. I love the fact that it's so authentic. There's a lot of people on there. They'll just hop in the car and just record a video. There's rent videos. You're learning stuff on TikTok. I done learned how to clean rugs. I done learned how to change a tire. I done learned how to decorate cakes. There's so many different things on the platform. I absolutely love that it's random as well. So when you're on your For You page with TikTok, you don't know what you're gonna see. You don't know whether it's gonna be some drama. You don't know whether it's gonna be a how-to video. You don't know if it's gonna be a behind the scenes. You really just don't know what is gonna be curated on your feed. So that's why I absolutely love TikTok. When it comes to business, TikTok is dominating over Instagram when it comes to getting organic exposure because you have so much more of a likelihood of going viral on the platform versus on Instagram. You don't really go viral on Instagram. That's not something that platform is known for. But with TikTok, you have a very, very higher chance of getting organic exposure from someone just reviewing your product or you just creating a dope video that may just be you sitting in the car and it goes viral and now you're making sales based on, whatever business that you're in. I also love the stitch feature within the TikTok platform. So you can have people stitch your video and it'll show your video at the beginning and then they can give their feedback or they can review or do whatever. I think that is such a powerful tool because that also allows your video the chance to go even more viral or get even more organic exposure because other people like the video or dislike the video so much that they felt the need to stitch it. Another feature that I really like about TikTok is the reply feature. I'm almost sure Instagram ain't got this because I ain't seen it, but I know with TikTok, you can actually reply to comments through video. So you can click on someone's comment that they left under your video and reply with another video and have the comment that they left in the video. I think that is such a great feature because it allows people to keep coming back and continuing to have the conversation that's going on from the original video. Or even if you're promoting a product or showcasing a product or something and someone asks a question about what about this, can this product do that? And then you reply to that comment with a video showing that it can do that? Come on, that's so great. So I love the stitch feature and the reply feature on TikTok. And I already mentioned the authenticity in the platform. That is a platform where you don't feel like you have to show up super polished like Instagram. You don't have to show up oh my God, look at me, look at me. It's more so showcasing your personality, letting people know about your struggles. Now, some people be putting too much on there, I'm not even gonna lie. But the people that be putting for business owners, they either are educating or showing you how they create their products or how they're shipping or they just have different things that they are able to post on there. And you're really getting an inside look of how people are running their business or their perspectives, if they're a business owner and things like that. And I think TikTok is really doing well with showcasing authenticity. I always mess that word up. Another thing I like about TikTok is the fact that you can grow your following really fast. So right now, my TikTok account is sitting at around 35.9 thousand followers on there. And I got a majority of my followers simply from going viral a few times on the platform. And then I started getting a really engaged audience after that. Now, granted, I don't be posting on TikTok like that no more because I was just doing it for fun. I wasn't doing it for business purposes. But still, it only takes a couple videos to go viral for you to grow your following. And now you have the metrics, you have the metrics of people that are following your account and you have more likelihood of they're seeing your stuff. Now, even though I don't like Instagram, we're gonna talk about the little things that I do like about Instagram, okay? But I am biasing about TikTok, but we're gonna talk about Instagram. So the one thing that Instagram is dominating in right now over all platforms are their Instagram stories. I gotta say it, I love Instagram stories. really the only time I get on Instagram is to check out different people's stories. Like that, I'm the stories girl. Like that's all I get on Instagram to look at this point. And they have so many cool features under Instagram stories, like the polls, ask me anything, like where you can have them ask you something and then you can respond to the question in your stories. They have just so many different features that you can use in there. The swipe up feature. And also another thing I really love about their stories is if you record in the platform, you don't have to stop after a certain amount of seconds per se. Like on Facebook, for example, because I try to play around with their stories too, but they ain't got nothing on Instagram stories, if I'm being honest. With Instagram stories, you can just click the record and it'll just record for you. And even if you pass that threshold of how long the stories is supposed to be, it'll just roll over to the next thing. And I think you can do up to 4 or 5 like that before it actually cuts you off. I love that because I'm long-winded if you haven't noticed. And so being able to just get out my thought in my story or showcase what I want to showcase without having to stop and then starting again, dominating on there. Now TikTok, I don't even watch their stories really. I don't even understand how to like utilize that side. They have them, but TikTok definitely is winning on that feature. Another thing Instagram has over the other platforms is that it really is a great tool to help you nurture and build your community. So Instagram is known for like the secondary platform. So like if you have a YouTube channel, normally people want to follow you on Instagram to keep up with you outside of YouTube. Or if you do a speaking engagement, people tend to ask you what's your Instagram because that's what they want to keep up with you on. So it really does allow you to continue to build your community on the platform through like the stories or like your reels or your posts or whatever. Preferably through reels, because normally whenever I'm following someone and I go to their Instagram, I'm looking at their stories. But that's just me. Everybody's different. But it does allow you to directly interact with your community and build those closer relationships with them. And also, like I mentioned, Instagram is like the default platform right now that people ask you for when you're out at a speaking engagement, a networking event, or if you're on YouTube or the podcast. People tend to want to accumulate on Instagram to continue following your brand. So they definitely hands down got you on that. Now, don't get me wrong. TikTok is now starting to kind of come neck and neck with them because there's also a lot of people who are only on TikTok now and they're giving people their TikTok. And I'm going to go over some cons in reference to that later on in this video. Okay, so now I talked about what I liked about TikTok, what I liked about Instagram. Now I want to talk about what I don't like about TikTok. So what I don't like about TikTok is the fact that it's not really a good go-to platform for you to stay connected with someone that you may have encountered or may have, been introduced to their brand, because of the fact that even if you follow someone on the TikTok platform, it's not really a platform where you're going to go on there and say, oh, let me go check on Rachel and see what kind of content she's posting. And they don't have that easy access really for you to just go and check in on people that you directly want to check in on. It's really random. So you follow people that you like you like their content or whatever, but it's almost like a gamble on what you're going to see whenever you're swiping. It's not like something where you're like, okay, I only want to see this person's video and this person's video. You really don't know who you're gonna see. And so whenever you're on TikTok, is because it's so random, it's gonna be hard for you to really nurture that community the way you could versus on Instagram, where people could directly click on your stories at the top and check on what you have going on. So I definitely feel like that's a disadvantage that TikTok has right now. Another thing I don't like about TikTok is the fact that the metrics do not line up with your views. So you can have like 30,000 followers on TikTok or even like 100,000 followers on TikTok, and still for some reason your TikToks will only get like 1,000 views. Now, granted, some channels or some TikTok accounts are different from others, but I have seen a lot of accounts where they may have like 100,000 followers on TikTok and they're still getting only 1,000 views on their videos. And that just does not make sense. Like if you have, even with me, I have 35,000, followers on my account, but even when I was actively posting over there, I still noticed that my view count was drastically lower than the number of people that are following me. So I don't know if they don't have a good system for that or what, but I think because it's so random with the For You page, it's not really a great push for you to get direct access to viewing people's content. So I don't know, like it's some people that I'll follow and I won't see them for so long, and then they'll randomly pop up on my feed and they've been posting the entire time on TikTok. I just haven't been able to see their videos because TikTok has not been pushing them to me. So that is definitely like the metrics do not align, and I think that also affects the brand deals, because even if you have like a lot of followers on TikTok, you don't get paid nearly as much as you would get paid for those same metrics on Instagram. Another thing I don't like about TikTok, or another thing I feel is a disadvantage, is the fact that it's not really a good searchable platform. And when I say that, I mean like searching for creators specifically. Now, I kind of talked about this already, but the fact that you really have to just stumble across the creators that you follow, their content is really bad for it's really bad for community building, for one. And it also makes it harder for you to stay connected with the people that's following you, because it's not really a good searchable platform when it comes to you building your brand on TikTok. No one's really searching for creators on TikTok. I know for me, I have never really searched for a creator specifically. I've always just stumbled on their platform or on their video, and then I'll click on them and see what else they've posted. And then the last thing about TikTok, the people on TikTok are savage, okay? You have to have thick skin when you make the decision to pursue TikTok, because those people come for the jugular, okay? They come for the jugular. And you have to be prepared, because you don't know which For You page your video is gonna get on. I remember one time I posted a TikTok, it was a Stitch video in reference to, I don't even remember what the question was, but I was saying something along the lines of how I waited to get a couch because I didn't really use our living room like that. And I was like, I would much rather spend that money to, like, you know, take my kids or my family on an experience or do this or do that. And people was just coming for me. Like, girl, you ain't got no couch. Like, and they just started coming for me in the most personal ways. Like, they was talking about my wig, y'all. Not this one, but it was another one. They was talking about my wig. They just started coming for the jugular. And it had nothing to do with what the video was about, but I have seen that a lot of times on TikTok. Like, it may be something that's completely different from what the comment section looks like. And it normally seems like when the comment section goes in one way, it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. So you have to be very mindful on TikTok that your videos can really cause controversy, and they can really cause like some savage comments that you might not be ready for, okay? Okay, so now I've talked about what I don't like about TikTok. Let's talk about what I don't like about Instagram. I don't like Instagram, okay? I don't like Instagram. But I'm gonna try to keep it short, okay? Because this is a battle of the platforms. So I'm not going to stay biased. I'm gonna just say the things that I personally do not like about Instagram. I don't like the fact that Instagram is now so Reels driven that almost no other piece of content does any type of justice unless you're creating a Reel. Everybody don't want to create Reels, okay? Instagram was not created for Reels. TikTok was created for short form content. And now Instagram is like, if you don't create short form content, then you're not gonna be seen at all. And I think that is so aggravating, because you want to get on these different platforms because they offer something different, right? If I wanted to create short form content, I would create TikToks. You know what I'm saying? And TikToks are already more powerful than Reels, because the only thing that people are doing on Instagram at this point is copying TikToks and posting them on Instagram. And the content of the Reels are not even really good on Instagram, because Instagram has become so polished, where everybody has to present their best selves on there. Everybody's like, oh my God, look at me, look what I have, look what I could do, look where I'm at. Like, it's just all filled up with all of this inauthentic content or polished content. Now you're just getting Reels of people showing their outfits or showing their house or showing them being on vacation. You're not really getting a lot of education. You're not really getting a lot of entertainment. You're really just getting people like, oh my God, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Because before they started pushing Reels, it was like photos and like carousels, and the photos and carousels was like, oh my God, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. And so that is definitely a disadvantage that I feel Instagram have, prioritizing reels over every other piece of content that you can create on the platform. Another thing I don't like about Instagram is the amount of times that they want you to post in order to stay relevant. Now, we got all these other things going on. We got kids, okay? I can't be posting on your platform 5-6 times a day. And then you want me to post the reels, and then you want me to post stories, and then you want me to go live. Like, it's just too much. It's too much, okay? So I don't like the fact that you have to post so many times, and not only just to like appease the algorithm, but also to stay relevant, because your Instagram content, it does not stay live long. Although it is like it stays on your feed or on your page, you have like maybe a day or two to get that piece of content off the ground, and it's time for the next thing, right? It's not like with TikTok, they will continue to push your stuff as long as people are commenting, saving, engaging, things like that. With Instagram, you have to keep producing new pieces of content, and it's almost like all that effort that you put into creating, that reel like 30 days ago is irrelevant, because we in a new month and it's not going to push that reel like that anymore. So that is definitely a disadvantage that Instagram has. And I've already kind of gone over the other one in this, but I'm gonna just name them. I don't like the fact that the algorithm continues to change. And don't get me wrong, like, I don't like blaming stuff on the algorithm, but if you're constantly trying to keep up with the new changes that the algorithm is constantly making, that gets old after a while. It really does. The other thing that I put is that it's not authentic. I already talked about that. People just be showboating on Instagram, okay? And we don't need to see that all the time. And then the last thing that I have is that the content is very boastful and conceited type content on Instagram. I think that's why a lot of people are dealing with mental health issues. They're having to go on social media detox because they're just seeing all of these things, especially from people that's at a younger age and they're just living their best life, and you over here with your kids and you like trying to figure out life, and you like, how you doing all of this? And so it just affects your mental health. And so I think that that's a very big disadvantage that Instagram has. It's just kind of gone overboard, and I don't see how they're going to recover from that. Now, when it comes to your business, which platform should you choose when it comes to TikTok versus Instagram? If you're gonna put your time into a platform, which one should you choose? If you choose TikTok is really great for physical product-based businesses. So if you custom make your physical products or something like that, you can dominate over on TikTok, because people love seeing the how-to or the behind the scenes of how you're making your products. And a lot of people get sales from just showing the behind the scenes of them running their business or creating their product. So if you're a physical product-based business, then I would say TikTok hands down. Also, if you want brand exposure, like quick brand exposure, then TikTok is going to be the way to go, because if you go viral a couple times, or even if you like create really, really good content and it starts building that momentum, you have a higher chance of growing your following on that platform a lot faster than if you were to choose Instagram and only try to use that platform. TikTok is also like a primary platform. So like, you really don't have to be on any other platforms, and you can dominate just on TikTok for your business. And that will make a huge difference versus going over to Instagram. Instagram is really like a secondary platform from another platform that you're already on, whether it's your YouTube channel or your podcast or something like that. Or if you're a speaker, then people normally accumulate over to Instagram as a secondary platform to keep up with you. But TikTok is more so like a primary platform where your brand is on TikTok. Now I would choose Instagram if you are ideally trying to build and nurture your community. So if you are a YouTuber or a content creator and you want to be able to create stories and behind the scenes things to directly talk to your audience or directly talk to your community, to be able to ask them specific questions without having to like create a full YouTube video on it, then Instagram is definitely going to be the go-to, because that is a secondary platform for you to nurture your already existing community on. You should also choose Instagram if you just like creating reels all day. Maybe you're just a reels creator, like you like creating reels. I know I have a friend girl that loves creating reels. Instagram is going to be the place for you because you can create as many reels as you want, and you can post them multiple times a day. So maybe if you just like the process of creating the reels and showcasing different things, and you have different things that you can showcase, then maybe Instagram is going to be a better platform for you as well for your business. So I feel like I have said a lot. I am still going back and forth with the platforms myself, because for me, my focus right now is YouTube. So I'm building my YouTube channel right now, and then I am trying to decide if I want to move over for my secondary platform, move over to TikTok or move over to Instagram. I already have a following on TikTok, so it would make more sense to be over there, but I'm really trying to find a better way to nurture my community. And so I don't really know if I want to do that on TikTok or do that on Instagram, because I see how it's done on Instagram in reference to the stories and things like that. So I haven't made my decision. You let me know if you've made your decision. Was this video helpful? And which platform are you choosing to market your business on? Let me know in the comment section below. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.